Okay, before the Masters Worlds, I was talking to all of my students, and I said I don't know what everyone's reasons for training are. I try to ask people, but sometimes I don't get around to it. But some people are training so they can win tournaments. They want to be a world champion. Some people are training to get in shape. Some people are just there to meet people. Some to have fun. Some to learn self-defense. So whatever your reason for training is, it can be any of those, it can be something else. You're always training at a level of comfortability. And to reach your goals, whatever your goals may be, to be a world champion, to meet people, to talk to people, to lose 50 pounds, if you're just training at your comfortable level, you're going to get there eventually, maybe. But whatever your reason is, you need to take it another level, maybe another 100%, maybe just 10%. You just need to amp up whatever you're doing. If you want to meet people, you come on the mat, shake everyone's hand, say hello. Someone new comes in, say, hi, my name's Matt, it's nice to meet you, what's your name? You know, what are you kind of here for? If you want to be a world champion, maybe you need to drill more, spar more, train more, recover more, I don't know. Everyone needs something different. But I always just say to take whatever your reason for training is and just step it up a notch.
When people start training, sometimes they don't realize what their goals are. How can people figure that out?
I had a goal when I started training. I wanted to fight MMA. I used to watch, I remember going to Blockbuster Video and renting UFCs on VHS. So I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do. And when I first started training, it was kind of for that. My instructor would teach jiu-jitsu, and then our MMA class was like, throw 10 kicks on the bag on each leg, throw 10 jabs, throw 10 hooks, something like that. And I thought it was great training, but evidently it wasn't. I never got around to fighting, but I fell in love with the gi. And then my goal then was to win tournaments. And I did pretty well on a local scale. And once I grew a little older, I had a family, I had children, my goals sort of changed. I wanted to help people reach their goals, whatever they may be. I like to train people for tournaments, but I also like people that just come in for fun.
So what is your goal as a jiu-jitsu, as a martial artist, as a jiu-jitsu teacher, as a jiu-jitsu competitor? What type of goals do you have now? How do you increase the intensity and not staying in that comfortable level, but increase the intensity?
Okay, yeah, that's it. I can say that to step up your goals, but it's tough for even myself to do. So, like, well, we'll start with teaching. I want to teach people jiu-jitsu. I need to be able to teach things that aren't my game. I can show my stuff easily, you know, the stuff I love to do, wrist locks, paper cutter chokes, I can show those all day long. And it's still fun for me, I love that. But I realize not every student is the same as me. They have different body types, maybe they're a Barambola player. So I need to learn that stuff as well. Like a couple months ago, I did, I think 2, maybe 3 months of just Cobrinha's game. And I'm an ultra heavyweight. Cobrinha's game is not my game. So I forced myself to study Cobrinha and learn his stuff, and then show it to my students. If it's for them, they're gonna take it and run with it. If it's not for them, maybe they're just gonna keep it in the back of their mind or toss it out. As a competitor, I force myself to spar a lot more. I'm not a big driller. I think I have ADD. I don't like to repeat techniques over and over again. So I forced myself to spar a lot, and I tried to do a lot more positional sparring, especially from the feet. So I figured Masters divisions, a lot of the time, it's spent on the feet. Fortunately, my match, I threw my game plan out the window as soon as the referee said kabach, and it didn't work out.
Did jiu-jitsu help you come to find that, did jiu-jitsu help you, because it works for me, like jiu-jitsu to me is like finding a challenge. Did jiu-jitsu help you challenge yourself to surpass that level, that comfort level? What are some stories, or like, how did you come to that conclusion that you can't just stay in that comfort zone?
Okay, I know I saw a documentary or an interview, I believe it was either with Gable, or there's also a black and white judo documentary about a Canadian living in Japan. doing judo, and his instructor was Kimura. And somewhere in it, he said like something along the lines like, Kimura says if you win a tournament, you need to train 100 times more, because the guys that you beat are going to be coming to beat you. So in a competition aspect, like, I guess that makes sense to me. When I started jiu-jitsu, like, I wanted to do it, but I was a pretty shy guy. I didn't go out of my way to talk to people. I had my group of friends, and that was it. But for some reason, I really, really wanted to do it, and I actually was at a high school wrestling match, a dual meet, and I saw a guy with a jiu-jitsu shirt, and I'm like, this is my chance. Like, I couldn't find anything online anywhere near me, so I went up to this guy. I'm like, oh, that's a cool shirt, you know, where'd you get it? Do you train? And he said, yeah, actually I train at a small club. They actually did sambo and a little bit of jiu-jitsu. So, and he's like, you want to come over and check it out? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. And my comfort zone was just, okay, that's enough. I'm not going to go any further. But for some reason, I followed up with it. I went. And I started training, and soon it was like, I was the first one on the mat, the last one off. And then soon after that, I had a key to the gym. So, like, I had to step way out of my comfort zone for that. And then eventually I started teaching, and that was a whole nother thing. Like, it's okay to talk to one person and start training, but then now I'm teaching and talking in front of a lot of people, and I'm still not great with it, but it's forced me to get better, basically.
Thank you very much.
No problem.